Kept you waiting, huh? Today, we're going to be doing a 3-in-1 hit video, starting with the illustrious Skyrim and working our way backwards towards Morrowind. All of the Elder Scrolls games have their own unique bugs to exploit, and I'll be explaining each of the ones I use in detail for your viewing pleasure. And just as a quick note, I'll be playing on the highest difficulty for all 3 games, and I will not be using any mods except for some minor interface improvements like Sky UI. So let's get right to it. Good old Skyrim. Most of you are probably familiar with the glitch I'm going to be using to delete the game. If not though, you will find this pretty interesting, I hope. To start off, we make a new character and immediately grind our 3 crafting skills as high as we can. Once we are at a decent level, we collect a nice big stack of ingredients for Fortify Restoration Potions. Then we need to collect a couple of Grand Soul Gems and craft a set of gear with Fortify Alchemy on it. Now the way this glitch works is that Fortify Restoration Potions just so happen to affect enchanted gear when you put it on. So by crafting potions with Fortify Restoration, and then toggling your gear on and off, you can repeatedly make your Fortify Alchemy enchantments stronger and stronger until you get, wow, that's a pretty big number. This potion is so valuable that I sold one of them to a vendor and it instantly leveled my speech to 100. That's some Skyrim quality right there. These potions really are more broken than you can possibly imagine. 600% cooldown reduction? Oh baby, look at those negative cooldowns. Skyrim, time travel edition. Alright, so now all we need to do is smith ourselves a weapon and, that doesn't seem quite right. Oh well, I'm sure it'll work out.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. Long
What the fuck is this game? On to Oblivion. Same as before, we start out with a new character and grind like crazy. The glitch I'm going to be using to achieve Chim this time is somewhat complex and requires level 100 in almost every magic stat. Luckily, power leveling in Oblivion is pretty easy. You just put a piece of tape over your cast spell button and go take a nap. So what is this glitch we are going to be doing anyways? Well, it doesn't even really have a name and very few people know it exists. I guess we'll call it reflective weakness stacking with hate mail. To start off, you need to repeatedly fortify your mana until you hit a critical breakpoint at around 800. Then you need to summon a weak creature like a scamp and paralyze it. Now we can cast a long duration 100% reflect magic buff on our poor immobilized scamp. Then we alternate casting 2 different spells that give 100% weakness to magic that also have very small positive bonuses appended to them. The weakness spells we are casting reflect off the scamp and back onto the player. And because they are considered negative effects that are being reflected onto us, they stack exponentially with each other. And that makes the small amount of positive effect also get multiplied along with the large debuffs. After a couple of casts, you'll have some really moderate stats. This glitch is actually really interesting, and I could go on for ages about all the dumb stuff you can do with it. Like paralyze yourself for 6 real-time months, or go so fast that you can jump across the entire continent of Cyrodiil. But I'll save that for another time, because we need to beat this game, and we have lots of options on how we can do it. Option 1 is to head over to the Imperial City Temple District, and just sequence break our way straight to the end of the game. Easy life. But you guys don't want to see easy, you want to see carnage. So let's try something else real quick. Option number 2 is to violate special relativity. Most of you are familiar with the speed of light. You can't go faster than that or things break. Well, funnily enough, Oblivion physics also follow the same rule. All we have to do is fortify our speed up to a completely normal number and then just move forward, and the game is dead. Oblivion in one hit. Okay, here is option number 3. Make everything die violently.
Get your Black Horse Courier here. Have a copy of the Black Horse Courier. It's the only way to get the real news.
Oh look, an invisible wall. They think that's gonna stop me from just skipping the entire quest. You know, I feel kind of bad for Main Core Cameron. He set up this long, elaborate dungeon just for me to go through, and I'm just gonna sequence break and skip the entire thing. And then I am going to rake him upside the head.
If you are truly the hero of destiny, as I hope, the garden will not hold you.
Oblivion is such a quality game. Now on to Morrowind. Once again, we're going to start a new character and spend most of the early game grinding skills, picking ingredients, and dying, and dying, and dying, and dying. Once we've grinded our restoration up to a decent level, I can then make a spell to fortify my personality, speechcraft, and mercantile to abuse the game's skill trainers to repeatedly train skills for basically free. This allows me to level up very rapidly and save myself a lot of time that would have been spent standing around casting the same spell over and over. And now that we're a high level, it is time for the alchemy glitch. This is another very well-known glitch, and to put it simply, you brew potions that fortify your intelligence, you drink them, and now you have more intelligence, so you make more potions that are more powerful, and you repeat until you are... Wow. That's a lot of intelligence. I actually really tried to push this to the limit and see if I could cause an integer overflow to happen, but sadly the value appears to be unsigned and the game crashed at 4.6 billion. Now I know what you guys are wondering. What do you do with 28 million intelligence? Well, to start, you can finally watch Rick and Morty. Jokes aside, you can use it to brew potions with any combination of broken effects that you want. Levitate for 4,000 points? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's try this. I wonder what's... Oh god, I'm going so fast, send help! Or you can just make ridiculously broken spells and enchantments and nuke the city from orbit. But there is one thing you need to keep in mind. No matter how powerful you think you are, gravity is still gravity, and it will kill you. So now that we are a big guy, it's time for you. Alright, so I'm a little burned out on Elder Scrolls right now, so I'm just gonna levitate to the end of the game real quick, clip through the walls with my insane speed, and say hi to Daddy
Professor Chaos cannot be stopped. Oh yeah? Kitty, use your ninja star. Try this, Professor Chaos. There my way!
Dagoth welcomes you, Nerevar, my old friend. But to this place where destiny is made, why have you come unprepared?
Ow!
What a fool.
Ow!
I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence. How could you be so young? There is no escape.
And there we go, I've managed to softlock the game at the end sequence. This is epic. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this intense and passionate three-way. I really appreciate all the support this series has gotten, and if you want to see more, then feel free to smash that like button with 3.2 billion strength. But just be careful not to crash the game.